What's going on, guys? My name is Andy, and in this video we're going to be talking about the new Magneto invasion. So we're going to be talking about the badges, how to get these badges leveled up, and how to build your character or switch what you need to focus on to have an upper hand in the new Magneto invasion. So let's get right into it. All right, guys, when doing the Magneto invasion, there is actually one stat you really want to focus on, and that is guard damage. Now, when you're fighting Magneto, you're going to notice at the very end, Magneto starts getting into like a ball, and it looks like you're not really doing anything to him. But in reality, if you look at his guard gauge, you're going to have to break his guard. So that's when the guard damage really comes into effect. Now you're going to have to also break his guard 2 times. Now the first time is the easiest because there isn't a force field around the whole map that's slowly killing you. There's a lot of stuff that's happening, but once you finally break his guard, he's going to recharge his guard again, but this time he has a whole force field around, and that is slowly killing you. So you're going to want to make sure that you are applying skills that have high guard damage. You want to make sure your active traits in your specialization are something for guard damage that increases. So for me, Iron Man, there's an armor piercing one, the yellow one. We'll go over that when we get to it later on in this video. You're going to want to look in companions as well, like which companion does the highest guard damage or the guard break or whatever that they do that increases your guard damage to them. As you can see, guard damage is going to play a big part in this invasion. All right, so first things first, you're going to want to go and check your specialization, and you want to look for anything that's going to give you an increase in guard damage. For Iron Man, we have the armor enhancement, which increases guard damage by 5% for each weapon, cartridge, class, skill equipped. So I'm at level 5, so it goes up once every level. So at max, it will be at 10. But this increases guard damage by 5% for each weapon, cartridges, class, skill equipped. This is going to be increasing your guard damage by 30% if it's maxed out. So for right now, it's increasing it by 15%. You're going to also want to go to your Omega cards, and you're going to want to make sure that you are looking for something. The only card that I found, I might be missing one here, was Kingpin. Kingpin was the only one that I found that had guard damage on it. If there's another one, please let me know down in the comments below. But I found Kingpin, and I managed to get him all the way to 5 stars. So that increases my guard damage up another 15%. And I got 2 rolls of defense pierce on that. Also, of course, you're going to want to make sure your super villain damage is built up as well. But the main focus is I want to make sure that when he has that bubble, I want to break his guard gauge down quickly. Now, the other thing we're going to be looking into is skills. Now, you're going to want to make sure that all your skills are high in guard break. My number 1 I start off with is the battering ram. Now, this skill has a high guard break. Exactly, this has the highest guard break, so I use that. For my number 2, I use another one that has a high guard break. This one's giving me 722% damage. For my 3rd skill, I am using the charge wave, and this one also has a guard break that is high. For my 4th skill is another guard break, and this is the precision bombing. And for my 5th skill is actually an artificial intelligence operation speed amplification. So this is what's going to bring my cooldown timer down fast so I can use these skills over again quickly. Now, I recommend having 2 sets. One set is for when you're about to fight Magneto. The first set is more of like an AoE build that's going to be just for the villains. But once you get to a Magneto, switch over to your 2nd skill, and this is the one that you're going to want to make sure you're on, because you're going to be focusing on each skill doing high guard damage. Now, in companions, after looking at all these, only found that Kasim, he has a guard break that is high. So even though it says reduces PvP damage decrease effect, even though this won't apply to it, he's still going to be able to strike the ground and deal 440% damage. And it's going to have a high guard break. And that's what the main thing I'm focused on, a high guard break. Now, the other companion that I found that had a high guard break was Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh has the highest guard break from what it's saying right here. And he strikes the ground and deals 409 damage. And then you can also, depending where you have him, because he's 1 star? I don't have him that ranked up. Also, War Machine does the highest guard break as well, and that's what you're focused on. Like, once again, we are focusing on high guard break. Now, Scrag has a guard break medium, but if the skill lands, it increases the guard damage received by 18% for 10 seconds when the skill lands. And if you enhance the skill, this will should increase to more. So by the looks of it, it looks like Scrag might be the one to aim for. And if you have her built up and leveled up, then that's good for you, because I wish I built her up. Now, to kind of go over everything that we just went real quick, you want to make sure you're focusing on high guard break and high guard damage. That is the key to Magneto's invasion. All right, so to kind of go over everything that we already did, at this point you should have already went through your skills, made sure that you went and applied all the skills with the highest guard damage. You should have went through your Omega cards and see if you have that Kingpin villain card, because that one is the only one that I found that has guard damage. And then we went ahead and then we went to our specializations and we activated our we added the active trait that's going to increase the guard damage by 15%. Because I am at level 5. So we added the specialization trait that's going to increase our guard damage. And then after we're all done there, we should be able to do a lot more guard damage when it comes to the end of the invasion. On this stage is the beginning of the invasion. Right here, you can either stay with the skill set that you have for the highest guard break, or you can switch to your AoE skill set. But for me, I feel like I'm going to stay on the high guard damage. I feel like I can still do good. So this is the second stage that we're right now in, and we have to go and destroy all these extra sentinels before they activate. All right, so now we're in the third stage here. And here he comes. So activate our companion. We're hitting him with all of our guard breaks. We have no enhancers either. I'm not using any enhancers. I want to see how I do without the enhancers. Now we're gonna get these two, like when you see this happening right here, I run away. I don't want to get left alone in there, because I feel like that's going to instantly kill me. When that is done, I'm just gonna run back. So these, you see there's two balls here, two red and blue. Basically the blue ones are gonna keep you alive longer. They're gonna add like protection and stuff like that, and then the blue ones are gonna do more add stats that do more damage. So we're gonna go to the red one. It says guard damage decrease. Okay, so the red ones actually increase the guard damage. Oh wow, there we go. Oh man, he's doing some damage. All right, so this is the stage where you're now gonna start getting killed. So this is where I would go for like the blue circles, if I can get my ultimate out before he kills me. Here, let's switch to guard. Look at that. You see the damage. I mean, his guard meter going down pretty quick. Damn, that was pretty fast too. Wow. So when it comes to the rewards, right, it shows that this is all where you're gonna get. See, the thing here, this part right here, Magneto reward box, is based on RNG. So you might get it, you might not. So I've only got this like maybe one time. And most of the time you won't get it. You'll just get these 3 over here. So that right there is kind of a bummer. So now we're going to be talking about badges. So now when it comes down to badges, you're going to want to go over here, and then now Magneto battle badge creation event. You click on that. You choose what do you want to kind of aim for. So I went for the Magneto battle badge 1. And when you start, it's going to ask you you're going to need battle badge alloy. So this is the thing that would sometimes drop when you're doing the epic invasion, which is kind of, I don't really like it, that part of it, because I wish that it kind of always dropped. If you're able to get it to drop, all you're gonna need is at least 1 alloy, and then 3 Magneto seals and 10 of the unstable conversion particles. So we're gonna, since I already have one for the badge 1, I'm gonna do it for the badge 2. So we're gonna do it for the badge 2. We're gonna get this up, build it, Shattered Dream. So now we have that. Okay, never mind. I did it for the 1 star. So we're going to go in here. We're just going to redo it. All right, so we got the Shattered Dream. And as you can see, the first time you get it, just gives you an attack plus 126. I want to get that to a 2. So I go here. It won't ask for alloy anymore, but it will ask for that 1 star that we just crafted. So we're going to go here, and it's not going to let you. You just hold down the button, and then you want to unlock it. So once you unlock it, you're able to use it. So you go in and click on it, and it's going to charge you 5 Magneto seals and 20 unstable convergent particles for the level for the 2-star battle badge, and it's going to cost you 100,000 gold. We're going to upgrade that one, and then now we're going to go down to the 3-star, and we're going to repeat the process, bring it up to a 3-star, and now we get our first bonus stat. So we get our first bonus stat at 3 stars. So this is giving me critical rate, and the core stat is a yellow, but the core stat changes every time you upgrade it. So hopefully we can get this cello to turn red. So we're going to go to number 4, click on it. Now our Magneto seals went up to 30, and our convergent went up to 40, and the gold went up to 200,000. Now the attack went up plus 608, and we got it that yellow, it changed to a red. So hopefully it stays like that, or I think in the next one it's going to add another core stat. So the bonus stat that we got, the extra stat, is attack. So we'll see how that does. So I don't have enough to get it all the way to 5 stars. It's still going to continue to ask for the same thing. The only time it asks for anything else is when you start going to the +1 and then +2, because when you go to +1 and you go to select, it's asking you for everything, and it wants alloy battle badge. You want to think about that also. You want to make sure you don't really go all out on your alloy, your battle badge alloys in the beginning, just to get like a whole bunch of 1 stars, because in the end, when you're gonna want to get that 6 star to get those +1, +2, +3, +4, +5, you're gonna need okay, yeah, so I guess the alloy still stays the same. It's always gonna ask for 1 alloy. I wonder if once you get to 6 star, whatever that is, it's just the +1 just enhances whatever that is. If somebody can confirm that it doesn't start re-rolling the core slots once you go into the +1, +2, +3, and it stays at whatever you left on landed on the when you got to 6 star, please confirm that down below. All right guys, that's pretty much it. And overall, Magneto Epic Invasion is hard, but with doing these focusing on what we just talked about, you should have a way better chance at that last stage of the Magneto. So hopefully this video, guys, helped you guys out a lot and answered a lot of your questions when it comes to like battle badges and ranking them up, what to kind of focus on your character. So I main Iron Man. So if for example, Captain America's, he's probably the best one from what I'm hearing. The invasion literally seems like it was made for him. That's where he shines a lot. Also see that Captain Marvel has a lot of high damage skills. She also has a high specialization that increases your guard damage, I believe. So with that being said, hope you guys have really good luck in your guys' epic invasion, and I'll catch you guys next time.